10 seconds of silence on the end of it. When we know that you're through, then just continue to look here and your eye contact to the lens as much as you can.
And when you're when you're talking, try to talk in with here as much as you can. Okay, start anything.
Okay, I'm Louis Boyd, Employment Assistance Officer for the Colville Tribe. The Employment Assistance Office is divided primarily into two parts, the direct employment portion and the AVT portion. The direct employment is primarily for those people that are skilled and already have a skill where they've got a job outside the reservation or back on the reservation from location other than, well, Colville Indian Reservation. The AVT program, the Adult Vocational Training Program, is primarily for those people of 18 to 34 years of age that has no skills or needs skills upgraded. These are primarily people getting right out of high school. It requires a high school education to fulfill this first requirement. They've got to be 1/4 degree Indian blood or more, and they've got to be enrolled by a recognized tribe. We, in both of these programs, we service people from the Colville Reservation, or near or adjacent, I might say, and they are, we have to go back to their, other than Colville Indian Reservations, we have to go back and get proof of their enrollment data from the home agency. This also applies to our Colvilles that are on or near a reservation other than the Colvilles. For instance, the people in Yakima can go to that agency there and be serviced. But the biggest thing is, in either direct employment or adult vocational training, the people that are coming in here have to meet certain requirements. These could be educational or experience. But when we send someone out on direct employment, this person is primarily skilled, he's got a job in some other place, or he's got a job here on a reservation and we're bringing him back. In AVT, they've got to be a high school graduate, they have to pass certain tests to get into certain institutions, they have to be physically fit to do the job on completion of the training. In a lot of cases, the vocations may require licensing, or it may require certain qualification sets such as physical, mental, and so forth. But like the people coming to us have got to be ready for either a vocation or employment, and this can only be gained by education or experience. A lot of repetition there.
All right.
Sound okay. Nice job.
Okay.
I want you to start with your name and your position, and then go right into the...
What do I look like? Anybody?
Right here.
Right in the lens there. Watch the head over there.
You're funny. My name is Mike Jordan.
Wait, give us about 10 seconds of silence first and look into here, and then start out with your name and your position. Wait a minute. Put the microphone over there. Is it wiping away right there?
No, that's all right.
Okay. And speak loud enough where somebody could hear you across the room then too.
Okay.
Give us about 5 seconds of silence, look at the lens, and go when you're ready then.
All right. My name is Mike Jordan. I work for the Colville Federated Tribes Administrative Trainee Program. Right now I'm director of the community centers that we have here on the reservation. We have 4 community centers, and being an administrative trainee for the tribe, I'm under the supervision of the administrative director Mike Someday, and in my present position as Administrative Manager of the Community Centers, I am called on to provide assistance, guidance, and counseling to the 4 directors and the staff of our community centers as necessary for their daily and routine planning. In my job right now, I approve or modify the hours of operation schedules as submitted by the community center directors, whether they be bi-weekly, monthly, or special occasion schedules. I approve the timesheets and the annual leave requests of the community center directors and the routine expenditures. I must also establish and maintain a petty cash account for each of the centers and ensure accurate records of this account. I make periodic checks to ensure that the metered inspections are held and take steps to correct deficiencies such as safety hazards, firefighting equipment, first aid kits, and alarm systems. To prepare oneself for such a position that I have right now, I think it's important to learn the basics in communications and how to communicate. That is the name of the game when you're dealing with 4 community centers throughout the reservation and their staff and various community programs that go along with them, such as recreation, education, social services programs, cultural awareness classes. These are all things that are part of our community centers to make them run smoothly. We must be prepared on all phases of their activities. That's it. I was going to write a big long one, but just be going and going,
It's good. To the point.
Can you see that again, or can you?
And your,
Right all the way down the side of the page.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
about ready? This is take 2, because she made a total mishmash of the first one. Okay, we'll start
Okay.
the same way again. Give us about 5 seconds of silence, looking in it, and then remember to try to keep talking into the camera.
My name is Marilyn James, and I'm the director of the WIC and Food Stamp Office for the Colville Confederated Tribes. I think this job requires at least a bachelor's in social work or psychology. I have my AA degree in psych from Haskell Indian Junior College, and I'm completing my bachelor's degree from Evergreen State College in Olympia. My job is to coordinate 2 programs from this office. We sell food stamps to people who have been screened by the state and determined eligible by the state standards. They must produce a card from the state which tells us their eligibility, and then we sell them the coupons and keep track of the monies for the state and the food stamp booklets. And it takes quite a bit of accountability to do this. The WIC program, which stands for Women, Infants, and Children, is basically concerned with the nutritional needs of children in their developing stages. Pregnant women, infants up to 1 year, and children from 1 to 5 years are eligible for supplemental foods of milk, cheese, eggs, and cereals. These vouchers are written every month, And we have about 350 participants in this program. And like the food stamp program, we must keep track of state records for the vouchers and monies contracted from the grocers. Okay?
Marvelous.
Let me out. Thank you, guys.
You're gonna have this new phone, so you're gonna use that.
It's upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Have an overlay.
It's upstairs, right about there.
It's okay. It is soil, they have a, maybe bad soil, good soil.
Okay.
Colored overlay.
Ready to do it here?
Then we're gonna go into range units. Well, see, now that's a common thing, isn't it?
My name is Francis Reyes, and I'm the tribal planner for the Colville Confederated Tribes. The planning office is a very essential to the development of the reservation's resources. We need to know exactly what is there so projects can be planned to fully utilize them. The resources are not only natural, but the human resources also. Without the human resources, the natural resources cannot be utilized to their best results. The Planning Committee of the Colville Business Council and this office work together. They provide the guidance that is planned for the resources of the reservation. Some of their ideas make it to realization, and some are put in abeyance, and some are simply rejected. However, it is rewarding to have the ideas considered. Now, getting to some of the professions that are in the field of planning, the list includes engineers, architectural and mechanical, computer specialists, some are analysts, programmers and technicians, technical specialists, report writers, grantsmen, and cartographers, professional people, economists, biologists, anthropologists, and archaeologists. Some of the coursework that is required or for getting into these fields are mathematics, the general and the advanced math, English, general, advanced, and English composition, biology, speech, mechanical drawing, and typing. Somebody pinch me. Yeah. My guy wire's up here.
This is more reservation. I made a mistake, I think.
To the bank and they tell you.
The hell with you, that's strictly.
Well, he said that they were gonna keep working down there until they got into something where it was really gonna cost them some money. And
Then they'll
then
put-
this excavating evidently.
Now,
isn't.
Walt, I want to give you one thing. For God's sake.
This is for now housing.
Housing.
Okay, this is a video insert for housing. Come on.
Get back to your office there. Where's your office?
As far as this contract is concerned, they are gonna build them houses where they do it last.
Well, of course they can't back out now.
Well,
Well, they could.
This is what he's saying. Gonna move them to some other place. Well, absolutely not.
Well, at one time, he wasn't gonna, they said that they couldn't sign the papers on the county because they had figured all of these houses in, and if they couldn't have the Keller houses, they didn't want.
Well,
It was
they've
all
signed the
figured.
contract.
Yeah, I know it,
And
but
they're
I mean,
building.
before they did.
And then they
But
gotta come in
definitely
and
wanted-
amend it to build them somewhere else.
And then they have to figure the cost.
No, we're not gonna allow that.
Like being on the ground now.
This is the
You
point I'm
can't
trying
do
to say.
it. Huh?
This is the point I'm trying to
There's
make.
no argument about that. They may
To
have
make them whole life.
And keep them in present location.
Sir.
As
They
designated by
drop
the
the
board.
shovel and move some dirt for excavation.
that's right.
For
We won't let
basement,
them
they
somewhere else.
have, they committed that to the ground.
Okay, I'm glad to hear you say that.
No, we,
If
you're good to us.
There never was any thought of moving them anywhere.
Glenn?
Since-
Land. If you give me some land, we won't.
He didn't even hear that.
He's screaming, I think he got hurt.
Put up, give the land.
Well, now what?
I think we're gonna be done.
Let's see, I think we completed just about everything.
Well, while I was around here, I'd like to bring up that, deal on, shall we get this over with first?
Okay.
I think I better resolve that thing on, John Haynes' thing on, for, annual building.
No, okay, I just told Dean this last week, that, what you had proposed to do, and so Dean said he was gonna get that, measurements, and, I mean, he was gonna go make the estimate,
Well,
just
what
gonna
he said he would rather have, what, he proposed, though.
Yeah, right,
Extra-
but, first of all, we're gonna check out, see if it's, see if he put in that much in the material there. And we have
Well-
to check that all out.
Yeah, and then, if that's okay, then I think, is it all right with the board if we just, then with the,
We could follow
findings
through.
of, yeah, that we just, okay, the, whatever he has.
Like
written.
amount.
Yeah. Is that all right?
Okay, now, what Mary's saying,
Yeah,
okay.
I wanna hear what you
I
say.
think he
Okay.
knows what I'm saying,
I
Harvey.
haven't heard anything about this before.
Yeah, but actually, you know, there's one thing,
Everybody's picking on me today.
one thing, go a little further, you know, we didn't authorize this guy to do this. So, we could say it's tough.
Now, listen
That'd be
here,
it.
Harvey,
Did
after
you
all,
authorize it?
we.
Did you authorize that?
Well, of course not, but,
Okay.
we still come back to the
So
fact that,
so we could say that's just tough.
Harvey Moses, just before I leave, I'm gonna hit you and run.
He's been asking for it all
Well,
day.
I'll say. That's
Tails.
Anyway, try.
Okay. Okay, my name is Tommy Waters. I'm the enrollment officer here, and the enrollment office consists of 3 positions. They are the enrollment officer, the enrollment clerk, and the file clerk. The enrollment officer is responsible for the current membership payment rolls, which are dividend payments and claim payments, which are made. Dividend payments are made biannually. And he's also responsible for the enrollment budget. He also has responsibilities to the enrollment committee and the tribal council.
The enrollment clerk is responsible for the enrollment applications. She has taken and processed for the enrollment committee's actions, which are later on acted on by the Colville Business Council. Each enrollment application is given a case number, and it's required that they have a certified birth certificate from the Bureau of Vital Statistics from whichever state the child was born. And the file clerk is responsible for the daily address changes to the census roll. It's also responsible for data which is computed on a computer when changes are made in Albuquerque, New Mexico. She checks out blood degrees, does office work, typing, and also she has another responsibility, which is making out tribal ID cards. The basic fundamentals for any one of these positions is secretarial training, which is involved in all three jobs. The person must have knowledge and use of English, reading, spelling, typing, mathematics, filing methods, and accuracy and patience in various material which is involved in the work of these three jobs throughout each working day. Each of the positions involved have to be able to be courteous and polite while meeting the public, and able to talk and explain satisfactorily any situation which an enrollee may present pertaining to enrollment. There's a lot of research of the files and records in each of these positions. A person will find that any one of these positions is interesting and challenging.
Want to start with your name, your title, and talk as much as you can. Like I said, right in with the Lennons. Okay.
What do I say? My name is.
Yeah.
You say when?
He'll give you a like that.
I thought there was supposed to be a little man that goes take.
That's in film.
Oh, okay.
Videotape, we have what we call a beeper board.
By the way, we have Redford Circle. What is it? Robert Redford Circle in there.
Circle.
Yeah. Quite a resemblance too.
I know he's never good.
Okay, anytime.
Okay. My name is Francis Somday. I'm the Chief Accountant for the Central Accounting Department. The Central Accounting Department is responsible for all financial management of the Colville Confederated Tribes. The department consists of 5 individual persons responsible to the Chief Accountant for getting all accounting documents in an orderly manner called financial statements. These documents are computer coded by the bookkeepers and processed by the computer department. These financial statements are reviewed and analyzed by the Chief Accountant and the Executive Director. The department structure consists of 1, the Chief Accountant. This person manages and controls the department. He reviews the financial statements and recommends problem areas in the field of financial management for the tribal enterprises, state, federal contracts, and tribal accounts. This is the payroll department. Their responsibility to the Chief Accountant is to keep the biweekly payroll in an orderly manner. This biweekly payroll is processed by the computer department. The paychecks are issued on every Friday. I think we better have another take on that. That was a little rough.
Let's pick it up. Okay, let's just pick it up with the edit. This is the...
Start all over again.
Couldn't make it? Couldn't make the turn? Oh, he's done the work on it. You want to pick it up, you want to do all your whole bit over? Or we can just pick it up from...
Let's just pick it up.
Okay, good, all right. Okay, you want to keep an eye on the monitor over there for one of the... Are we rolling, Ray? Whenever you're ready. Okay.
This is the payroll department. These two individuals are responsible for the biweekly payroll of the tribe. They must use the utmost accuracy in preparing the payroll. We have a payroll of around 450 at the peak level of the season. These people are now processing the payroll for the Colville Confederated Tribes. That's about it for them. This department is the General Accounting Department. These four individuals code all transactions caused by management. They review the financial statements and reports to the Chief Accountant on any difficult procedures in handling all transactions. These people prepare the financial statements and review them with the Chief Accountant for any problem areas. This department is the Accounts Payable Department. These two individuals are responsible for the maintaining current accounts payable and accounts receivable records. They also prepare the tribal schedules and other source documents for the general accountants to code in the preparation of the financial statements. Did it? Good.
Okay, we're in leader. Okay, this is our second cut. Is this a second? This is third cut, right? Yeah. Okay, third cut. Central Accounting Office. You ready? Skip. Okay, you'll go as soon as you go.
This is a computer department of the Colville Confederated Tribes. This is Gary Joseph. He's working on the IBM System 32. He's already written the program for the payroll department for the Colville Confederated Tribes. This girl over here is a programmer also. She's working on the inventory listing of the Colville Confederated Tribes. This lady here is working with the payroll system. She's also a programmer. This machine here records all of the financial statements, the source documents for the financial statements of the Colville Confederated Tribes. It's online with Spokane Computer Services in Spokane. That's it.
I know it. Just pass one out to each person.
Is that it?